Hey Shaun, this is Josh here. I really enjoyed listening to your clip. I thought it was really good. I like your take on logging and the timber harvest in Maine. Um, Specifically, I really liked your the stats that you used to back up all your points of view, even though it was some of them were like from the '60s. I thought they were really good and important, and they pretty much hit the nail on the head. I liked your definition of market equilibrium and how the supply and demand affected that market growth and the push um, for cleaner, more sustainable uh, timber and harvesting of logs. Um, the external costs that you talked about of logging were the environmental costs, and they were extremely high. And that created an imbalance between the supply and demand. People didn't like that. You explained it really well, especially stressing the social cost of logging and the paper mills. When you got into policy implementation, I thought it was really well too, well structured. You talked about more regulation, and I think it's important to understand who's responsible for what. You talked about that plenty. Um, with regards to how companies are doing business, who's in charge of what regulation and how they're implementing regulation, things like that. And then you backed it up with great stats about the 1960s paper company and their water purification plants that they had to spend, I think it was $50+ million putting water purification plants and technology in use at their paper mills, and how that saved like 365,000 tons of, I guess would it be pulp, like a pulp mill, from getting into the water. So that was a really good backup that you had, because that went on to show a chain reaction of benefits, um, social benefits, like the social benefits of the plant and then the social benefits of the water supply. Everybody benefited, demand went back up, and the market was able to reach more of an equilibrium there. As at the same time, um, affecting sustainability in a positive way. So I think that's a perfect example of how government-based incentive programs can be implemented that are going to encourage both personal interest and overall social interest, without people telling you, hey, this is how you're going to do things. We're doing it this way from now on. If you don't like it, then you can get out of the country. Or if you don't like it, you're going to get taxed or you're going to get fined. You can encourage this market to move in a certain direction without actually telling people how to do it. You give them options, and that's what I really like about incentive-based programs. So I thought you did a really good job. Thanks for posting the clip.